Having high cholesterol doesn't tell the full story. Let me tell you what you probably didn't get from your doctor. Cholesterol is a group of lipids or fats that circulate inside of our body, and we need cholesterol for critical functions to survive and for our brain and the rest of our organs to function. So cholesterol is not all bad. We need it. Where we get into trouble is as we get inflammation into the areas where the cholesterol particles have come underneath the lining of the blood vessels. That's where we start to get ASCVD, atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. That's the strokes, that's the heart attacks, it's the shit that kills you. Now you've been told that you have elevated cholesterol, and you've been maybe recommended to go on a medication called a statin. The question is, have you had cardiovascular disease diagnosed? Do you have a history of a stroke? Do you have a history of a heart attack? If you have not, you are in a perfect place watching this video because you can make a huge impact. Simply just adding a statin medication to your particular situation probably only adds a couple of minutes to maybe a few months of lifespan, but can be associated with very significant side effects. So what we're really asking is, how do we protect ourselves from strokes and heart attacks that come through plaque formation and rupture? When this is all undone, we go then back to, why did we get blood work to measure all of our lipids? In that blood work, we're going to be looking for total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol. We'll be looking for HDL cholesterol, triglycerides. These all serve different roles within our body. If you don't have a basic understanding of these molecules, watch our sister video that was posted with this, and it will give you a nice explanation about each one of these molecules. What we really want is for the blood vessel walls to remain nice and healthy and not be disrupted by inflammatory things that can go inside the lining of the blood vessel. The problem is actually the inflammation that comes as that plaque is present. It then allows a rupture, and that's where we get the thromboembolic or clots that will cause the heart attacks and the strokes. That is not just the role of fat. We have these other proteins, LP(a), ApoB, and then the inflammation from high glucose that's going to actually trigger this rupture of the plaque. So the lipids alone do not tell the whole story. That being said, diets such as the Mediterranean diet that are high in healthier fats actually help to increase the level of HDL, which is a special lipoprotein that will actually play cleanup and tries to remove some of that plaque that's been building up inside of the blood vessels. I am very passionate about maintaining my own health. And in order to keep my cardiovascular state healthy, I adhere mostly to the Mediterranean diet. And what does that mean to me? I'm avoiding a fair amount of saturated fat. I'm looking for the lean meats such as like chicken, fish. I'm looking to eat more whole food. So I want to eat things that actually grow out of the ground. And I'm trying to eat all of that food. So think of an apple. You want to eat the skin of the apple, not just the inside center portion of the flesh. Because what happens when you eat the whole food is you get a lot of the fiber, and that fiber process will actually decrease how fast your glucose rises, which decreases how much insulin you produce. And it's that process that actually creates the inflammation that creates the rupture of the plaques. In contrast, if you start to engage in regular physical activity with some resistance training, and it doesn't have to be anything grand, a couple of minutes of a walk, a couple of push-ups, lifting a couple heavy books, you don't need a whole gym at home, and try to select for things that are low sugar content. Look for the easy ones. Avoid sugar, alcoholic drinks. Avoid the added sweeteners that come with sauces and syrups. Just by eliminating those things, you can see a dramatic reduction in your overall inflammation. Give yourself 3 months and check your labs again. If you enjoy this video and this type of content, subscribe to our channel. Give us a like on YouTube, and I hope to see you at the next video soon.